Hi everyone, my name is Ragbir Sharan. In this video, I'm going to discuss simultaneous linear equations in two unknowns. However, there are simultaneous equations in more than two variables as well. But in your section, we will discuss simultaneous equations in two unknowns first. Before we start further, we should know some basic definitions involved in it, or basic words such as simultaneous, linear, equation, expression, constant, etc. etc. so that we can build a stronger and conceptual understanding before we start solving the system of linear equation. Okay, so let's first understand the definitions of the words like expression, equation, linear, constant, simultaneous. When we say expression, let's say a student have 5 erasers and 3 pencils in his bag. So therefore 5 plus 3 is an numerical expression. Numerical expression. Now, if I say that a student have some erasers and some pencils in his or her bag, so I don't know whether how many number of erasers or pencils he or she have in her bag. So therefore, I denote those unknowns with symbols like x, y, a, b, x, y, a, b, etc. etc. Now I say that the student have x plus y number of erasers and pencils in her or his bag. That is known as algebraic expression. Here, in place of numbers, we are using symbols, algebraic expression. Now, the next word which we should know is equation. What is an equation? Now I know that the total number of erasers and pencils in a student's bag is 12. So I equate the unknown or the algebraic expression to a constant value, the constant number, that is 12. Now this x is a variable, unknown. This x is a variable. X and y both are variables or unknowns, and 12 is a constant. 12 is a constant, a fixed value. Now we should know what is an expression or numerical expression. We should understand what is an algebraic expression. We should understand what is an algebraic equation. Now when we equate an algebraic expression with an equal to sign to a fixed number, that becomes an algebraic equation. Now let's build the concept of system of linear equations or simultaneous linear equations. First of all, let me consider a real life situation which we come across in everyday life. For example, one day early morning you woke up and you found in your garden there were some animals grazing. Maybe some horses or some ducks in the garden. You are only able to find or count the number of heads and legs of the animals, but you are not able to count the number of animals, total number of animals. You found that there were 12 heads and 32 legs in total. So how we can find the total number of horses and ducks in the garden? So let's look at what is the meaning of simultaneous. Word simultaneous means something occurring together at the same time. Now when we are considering two sets of equations, or when we are considering two equations together and we are solving them at the same time and they have the same set of solutions, they are known as simultaneous equations. For example, in our previous question, we have seen that in a garden there were some horses and some ducks grazing. we counted only number of heads of all the animals and number of legs of all the animals, but we didn't know how many of them are horses and how many of them are ducks. Now, so let us say, let x be number of horses and y be number of ducks. As we know that horses and ducks both have one head, so therefore according to our finding the total number of heads is 12. So first equation, linear equation, is x plus y equal to 12. So we can call it equation number 1. Why we call it linear? Because the highest power of the variable is always 1. Now we will form the second equation also. As we have counted number of legs is 32, total number of legs for both the animals, but we know that number of legs for horses is 4. So therefore 4x is the total number of legs of the horses, and we know the ducks have 2 legs, so therefore total number of legs for the ducks is 2y, and altogether both animals have 32 as total number of legs. So we call this equation number 2. First one is linear equation, second one is linear equation between two unknowns. Now you can see highest power of the variable, if you look at in both the equations, highest power of the variable is 1 and there is a constant, there is equal to sign. So therefore when we take two linear equations into unknowns together, they are known as simultaneous equations or system of linear equations. System of linear equations. System of linear equations.